Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Renuka and today we are talking about making your own stamps. This is the first time I'm making my stamps and you might see all the videos around. You might see many things going around and you will get great content or the online courses for that. This is my way of doing it. It's very simple. I just want to share this thing with you. I bought this thing from the Amazon. It's just kind of ink and cutter and it's a pack of two of these pink color mat. So most of this time it's called lino cut and it's thin, but you will get in a different color also. There are two more other colors depending on the width and different sizes. One is in gray color and other is in sky blue kind of color. So I want to show how this tool works. In this tool you will get basically your rubber block which you are cutting from. Then you're gonna get these tools. So basically you have to fit this tool inside and then you can tighten it up just like that, and you can make it fix so it will not move, it will sturdy. I don't go with it. I always suggest don't go with the cheap brand, just go with the nice one so that you can have this for time. Now for this one you will get the different tools which came inside it. This is for I think the cutting, and these others are for different cutting, as the shape shows you that kind of groove you will get. So if I want to make a really big stamp, maybe I need this. If I want to cut it, you can use scissors or you can use this. So this one is this. Then this is kind of a deep groove, and this is kind of removing a little bit of U shape, this one. And this is again, so V shape they have two. This one is bigger one, this is this, and this is the smaller one. So I did a little bit of practice before showing you, and I personally like this small groove because I'm working with the small things. Other things you can get the scissors to cut it apart, few papers to stamp, any kind of ink, pencil and pens. I use the Sharpies to put on that marks. So other thing you might need, it's some kind of self-healing protector. This is Magic Mat. You can use this or you can just use this. Just put the papers or stack of papers behind your stamp, or you can go ahead and use this kind of rough foam also. Okay, and what I will do, I'm gonna just put a little bit of tape here. This is just a painter tape, and that will do the work. So I decided at which kind of shape I want, so I end up with this shape. I really like this shape. I don't have something like this kind of shape stamps with me. So I decided to go ahead with that. Fun part of doing this is you can do any of your shape, like maybe geometrical shape or other shapes, any shape. So you can draw some first few shapes on the paper, then you can do, or you can just go to the Pinterest and you can just see. So now you can see that how I'm carving. This one is the waist. So after doing the pencil, whichever portion you want to stamp, you're gonna just color that portion with your Sharpie or any permanent marker, or you can go ahead with the pencil. But pencil marks, I think that it's not gonna last long, so I will suggest you go ahead, make some marks with the Sharpie or any permanent marker. And when you start, I think you should go with more bigger kind of stuff. Here you say I suggest go with the bigger one, but you are not going with the bigger one, Renuka. So I do few of them before and I'll show you those also. And then what I will do, I'm gonna just color it, just color it. So visually you know which portion you are cutting. Like this black portion, I don't want to cut this black portion. I just want to cut outside that black portion. And eventually when you do more and more these things, you're gonna learn your own tricks also, that how you want to grip it or how you want to do it. So basically whenever you're doing something new, it's always tricky. So give you a little bit of space to understand it, little bit of margin to you can just do wrong in that margin. So you can see here, first I draw the pencil shapes, then I'm again refining my shapes, sometimes I'm changing my shapes, and then I gonna just copy them with the blue. If you don't want to do this, just go ahead and make a simple stamp with, don't go with the curves, just go with the straight lines and straight patterns, maybe the triangular pattern and something like that. That will be more simpler for you, and that is very easy also to do, so that you will gain your confidence in that. So I will not do that flower, I'll show you first how I did it. So I'm gonna just zoom it a little bit more. So now you can see I'm just putting this in the little bit of angle, and then I'm just getting inside it. I don't want to dig a hole there, but I just want to make the proper line here. Now you can see when I did that, I will not get the proper line here. So whenever you need a proper line, you have to really go ahead, use the smallest tool you have, and then start doing it. Okay, so, and maybe eventually first time it will not come nicely or something like that. So these are the things. Again, this is, I just want to tell you how to start in the beginning, and then what I suggest is go first with the very minor details like these ones, so that you will have a full grip to do the larger details. Right now you can see I got a really big bump which I don't want basically. So in this too, I don't want this, and my these leaves got cut. So I have to manipulate that, and I have to make that leaf side bigger on the other. So try to go in very, very what I say, the smallest one to make these kind of stuff, and then maybe you can change in between and get the bigger one to get the excess out. So now you can see, try to get a really small, just light through it. And I did a little bit of practice before showing this. I don't want to give a wrong impression or wrong information. So what I learned with my mistakes is, one, don't go with the integrated very small and very kind of design first. Then other, give some room to make mistakes. Like, it's okay to make mistakes. You're doing it first time, and like, and this applies to everything, I think, not only the stamp carving. I think on anything, just give a little bit of room to make mistakes. And then sometimes you just want that thing kind of hand moving, that practice, and then you can go ahead and take a big blotch. What mistakes should avoid, I want to tell you that now. So I make few of these and I just stamp practice them, and I'll show you what mistake I did. So for this one, this is a kind of a solid one. So when I'm gonna pick the color and stamp it here, it will give a nice and big impression to me. So that is the nice thing, because I don't have anything to cut outside. But for particularly this one, you can see I literally broke apart this one, and it's not stamp come out really nice. But I think I should not cut all of this side. I should keep them intact so that stamp get more stability, like these blocks having more stability. And I do the same techniques to stamp them, and I will show you that how they turn out all together. Let's use the different ink. The same. Okay, let's see. So I'm using here distress ink, but if you want to go ahead with the black, and that will give you a really nice kind of pattern you can create with them. So now you see, this is my pattern, and this come out really nice. And what I did when I make this pattern, I just cut out this portion here, so I can make a kind of linear kind of pattern with this, and I'll show you what I mean. If I want to put this stamp somewhere here, I just misprint, and then I can stamp. So I have this kind of pattern going on with these two stamps. And so these are these two. Now the thing I did wrong with this is I cut out all out around it, which I should not do, and that is this stamp become a little bit kind of clumsy and not much stable. But what I can do with this is I can stick it on any wooden block or acrylic block, and then it's gonna work really fine. Still it's working fine, but it's like delicate. So now I'll show you. I really like how it turned out. So this is this one. Then I make these leaf patterns also. So if you are a mixed media artist and you want lots of kind of patterns going on the same way, you want to do something like this. So I put these, and I just make two. You can just, you don't have to make like this way, but I'm planning to put them like together or something like that, or I can just twist them and see, like creating the continuation of the patterns. And you will figure it out, okay? So I didn't stamp it properly, but I will get this 4 leaves with this one. Another thing I did is I kind of make a kind of a tree, and I'll show this one also. And I just stamp with this, but you can go ahead and make it with the blue ink, dark color ink, black ink. And these are the 3 leaves you can see. Those are, I use the smallest one. So when I started, I use, first of all, I make this one. First of all, I make this one so that, I hope I can see the food. Okay, so first of all, I make these ones. So these are very simple. These are very simple too. Then I lift it to this one. Then I make this one. Then I'm confident I make this lotus, and I really like how it turned out. And in between, I make one leaf also. And it's a kind of long kind of leaf, which I want to show you. And it's very fun. It's very fun to making your own stamps and stamp them and create something out of them. Maybe you can use the different colors to, each time. And this is the half kind of leaf I made. Then I have few of these part. Okay, let's put it here. And I have few of these parts. So what I can do with these is I'm gonna just cut apart little bit. I'm just taking in it, and then I'll show you. Then you will understand. So I have only the small leaves also. If you want to add, and you can put them or stick them on the block, or you can create the dewdrops kind of stuff, which I'm planning to make. And but this one is kind of a leaf, and I really like this idea. I saw it on a Pinterest. So it's just a leaf there, and how they create. So these kind of leaf, I never use the stamps. I just draw with hand, and sometimes you get some stamps like you don't want them, but you don't buy them, or in the bulk, like the mystery box or something like that. I got those kind of stamps with the leafy shapes and all. And leaves and flowers, everybody loves leaves and flowers and geometrical shapes. So these kind of stuff everyone has. So now if you see this, what I'm trying to say is, when your carving is finished or it's unfinished, still if you want to check, then you can just stamp it. Right now you can see wherever the carving is not good, that ink is there. So now you know that how much should you have to cut from that side, or if you need any kind of more fine things on that side, and that way you can correct your stamps and see That's what's going on. And uh, putting the ink on them and trying the stamping, that is the easiest way to do it. You will get lots and lots of tutorials on it on YouTube and other channels also. I bought it for a long time because I want to do it, but somehow I didn't get a time to make my own stamps or try these techniques. And then in the further school, one of our teacher came and she just gave one stamp technique, and I was like, oh my goodness, I have this for a long time and I didn't use it. So now you can see we can just add fun leaves here, something like that, or you can add more things, or you can add a little bit of dots, and that is your small stamp you are created. So this is the very easy and leftover piece which I created, and still I need that. I feel that it need more refining things, but you can do this with the big stamps. And one of these shapes you can create with the leftover. Other I want to show you, rather than creating the leaf again or circle, we can create one small triangle shape here. So I just make one triangle, and you can start with these kind of shapes like triangles and squares, because it's very easy to make. Now you have to see that you are just doing the practice at the same time. You are just cutting straight way. You are not doing much fun thing. I just zoom. So if you are doing this kind of geometrical shape, you don't have to do much stuff. You are just and these kind of small accent pieces sometimes is needed so desperately. Or you can create a row of squares or a row of triangles, like when you don't want to do the full triangle, right? Each time you have to make a triangle and color them inside when you want that kind of nice pop of color or extra little bit embellishment to fill out the space. Maybe it's on your artwork, or maybe it's on your card making. I mostly use the card. I do the card making, but before that I do so many things, and now I decided to go back to all those so many things, because I just stuck to card making so much that I forgot that I'm the crafter and I'm doing other things also. So, but yeah, that is also a nice passion to do. And now you can see that you can see easily that we are already taking the much of the excess here. Only this side is left a little bit, so I can do that. And then we will stamp this. Now I will show you this on maybe the black stamp. So let's click the black stamp. And this is a pretty small stamp, so but yeah, but you will get an idea what I'm trying to say. Now you can see all those black things around, which I don't want, but this is so fun. Like you can create a flowers, you can create a stars out of it, and whatever excess now I have on this, oh, you didn't get it, okay. So whatever I have this extra on this, I will just so start with the small, start with the simple, and get a little bit of confidence, and then use that confidence to make a bigger stamp. And you can make a pattern out of it. You can use different colors, and you can use it in every other thing. You can get more videos to see if you're interested. If you think that, oh, I like it, like me, I decided to do it and then I totally forgot that I have these supplies with me and I can use them or something like that. It might happen with you also, that you already decided to learn the new things and then you forgot that in a daily thing you forgot the thing. So I'm going to speed up the process if you want to see that how I cut that other flower stamp. And at the end of the video we're going to make some of the patterns out of it, and I will show you that how everything come out together and how you can use a little bit of them. More I want to tell you about, whenever you're carving this stamp, always go out of your body, means out opposite side of your body. Don't do like this towards your body, just go opposite direction to your body. In that way you will get a proper pressure. At the same time you're gonna not hurt yourself, and like it is easy to practice that way, like this, and use your other hand for gripping also, so that you will not hurt yourself. Although this is not very sharp, but still it may hurt. So make sure that your kids are not around, because they want to do it. Like my kid was, if he saw this, he wants to do it, right? So make sure that you're not and for kids I think you can create a foam stamps. Most of the times I create them on this channel also when I want something. So if you have the die of that thing, you can just cut out that shape with the foam, and then don't do like this. So turn your thing and then okay, something like that. And then first of all, whenever you're just digging in, just take a small portion, like don't go deep. And then when you're confident, then you can just go ahead and make that thing work for you, something like that. Now here I chip that thing which I don't want to, and these things might happen with you. Now you can see that although I'm colored, this portion is, I missed this portion. Now whenever I'm gonna stamp it, it will not come out properly. So every time you carve it, you have to check how it's going, and then you can stamp, and that stamp will give you an idea that you're going right or not. Go ahead with the small sections, give some time for him, and it's okay to imperfect, because this is the hand carved stamp. You don't want to be perfect. If you want to be perfect, you can buy those stamps, right? So it's okay to be imperfect, and just get that thing done. And if you're tired and if you feel that, oh, it's too much for me, I can't, so carve only one stamp a day. don't carve much, because sometimes it happens that when you do some kind of work simultaneously, you get tired and then you didn't get the work quality. And sometimes it's happened totally again when you go into flow, the state of flow, and then you can get it very nicely, because now your body and everything got that kind of rhythm. So it's totally depend. Now I will show you how it gonna look a little bit imperfect when you are stamping. So I will just put this much, and then you can see, oh, I have to put this much. Okay, so now you can see these portions where the colors are extra. You can see that color you don't want, that this color you don't want, this color you don't want. So you can just stamp go, and refine your process so that you will get a little bit better stamp, I can say. And I'm gonna fill this full process and make this stamp work for me, and then I'll show you how we can use all this stuff.